Do you want to learn some Khaliji? I got some words you gotta know.
Need a custom-built PC gaming rig? Need to upgrade that old computer? Need some great accessories to step up your game? Are you having problems with your gaming rig or need it repaired? Do all this and much more at Store 974. Store 974. Let the games begin.
Salam, Alaikum everyone, it's Mr.Q, your friendly neighborhood Qatar here. And of course, if you're coming to visit us here in Qatar, come on down. You're gonna come on down, you're gonna learn some Arabic, but maybe you wanna do things the way that the locals do it. You wanna say things the way that the locals say it. So I got some words for you.
I know words, I have the best words.
The first word is a very simple word. It's Shukran. Now, this is an Arabic word that you can say in any country, but here, usually people say Mashkoor. So whether you say Shukran or Mashkoor, what you're saying is thank you. And if you want to be extra polite and a little bit more formal, you can add jazilan after it. So you can say Shukran jazilan. But you wouldn't say Mashkoor jazilan. It just doesn't work. So pick one. Also, what you need to know is that you've got a male and female version of the words. You can say Mashkoor or Mashkoora, but when you're saying Shukran, it works for both male and female. So you're probably going to be like, hey, you know what? Let me just say Shukran. It's nice. It's safe. Guys, come on. Mashkoor. Mashkoor.
Shukran.
Now, of course, you've learned how to say thank you. Now you want to say you're welcome. And that's Afwan. So some people will say, but I can't say that. So you have two choices here. You can either grab your throat and choke yourself just a little bit.
Now choke yourself!
Or you can say Afwan. Don't worry, even if you don't say it perfectly, we can usually guess or assume what you're trying to say. Locally though, we would also say al-afu. So you can say Afwan or al-afu. And for this word, you are not going to have a female and male version. It's just al-afu. So it's easier.
Shukran.
Afwan.
The third word is Yalla. Now, you see, Yalla is used quite often for a number of different reasons. What it means is let's go or hurry up. So if somebody says Yalla, 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 and really fast, they're kind of telling you, Yalla, come on, quickly, let's go. So if someone is also saying Yalla, like real quick, like, hey, man, you want to go to the beach? Yalla. So it's like, yeah, let's go. So it depends on your tonality. Now, if you went ahead and you were like Professor Snape and you were like, Yalla, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's either excited, like let's go, or it's quick.
Yalla, let's go.
All right, so in another episode, I did share this word, but I have to say it again now, and this is Mashallah. Mashallah basically means what God wills, but you usually use this word in a number of different occasions. Let's say that you see something nice that someone has. Let's say Tim's wearing a nice shirt. I want you to say, hey, whoa, wow, nice shirt, because that can be seen as giving someone the evil eye. I would say Mashallah, because this means that, oh, God willed something great for you. So make sure that you always use Mashallah, especially when giving a compliment. Some people will be like, Mashallah, Mashallah. It's not Mashallah, it's Mashallah.
Mashallah, brother.
Let's say somebody asked you a question and you just don't know the answer. So somebody's like, hey, where's the closest date shop? You can be like, Madri. So Madri is a very localized way of saying ma a'raf or ma'raf. So literally you're saying, I don't know. Just don't be the guy that always says Madri, because people might think that you're a bit slow.
Not exactly the best and brightest.
So let's say you're trying to get someone's attention, or you just want to say please. The word that you would use is min fadlik to a male or min fadlich to a female. But more often than not, we will say lo samaht or lo samahti. So basically, this gets you the attention that you need, even if you're trying to like pass someone. Let's say someone's blocking your way. You know, as usual, you're trying to walk and there's just one dude that's in front of you, always like blocking your way. You can just simply say lo samaht, and they'll move out of your way. Lo samaht. Lo samaht.
How rude.
Lo samaht. Oh, if you're going to be coming to Qatar, you're probably going to want to buy some stuff. So let's say you go to Souk Waqif and you decided that you want to buy, I don't know, a nice perfume or something. You're going to need to ask, how much? The way you ask that is by simply saying kam or chem. So you walk into a place and you see something, you're like, chem. And if you want to specifically say, is this, so how much is this, you say, hi. So, Chamhai.
How much is this?
When you walk into a room that people are already in, you need to say hello to everyone in that room. So of course you can say Salam Alaikum, which is the international way of saying hello in Arabic. Or if you want to be a little bit more local and you have friends that you know, you would say Hala. In a formal situation, if you're meeting someone and maybe the first time you go to their house, you're not going to say Hala because somebody will be like, hey, I don't even know you, man. We're not like that yet. So you say Salam Alaikum. But when you know someone, if you guys happen to see me in the street, even if you don't know me, it's cool. You want to practice it out? You're like, hey, Mr. Q, Hala.
Salam alaikum.
Now, after you say hello, you might want to ask, how are you doing? So you could ask it in many different ways. In fact, we actually created an episode, but here are some examples. You could say, Shakhbarak. What's the news? Or you could go ahead and say, Shlonik. What's your color, dude? Shimsawi. Like, what are you doing? Imagine if somebody walks up to you in English, though. It's like, what are you doing? You'd be like, what am I doing? No. In our culture, we're like, yeah. It's like, so what have you been up to? That's what we mean. So there are many other different ways. And of course, Hamid went ahead and created an episode, and we'll link it down below. Just remember one more time that if you are speaking to a male, it will end with a ik. And if you are speaking to a female, it will end with a ich. So, Shlonik for a male, Shlonich for a female.
How you doing?
Here's another word that you might hear a lot. This is typically said to someone when they are maybe in a rush or maybe they're moving too hysterically. They need to slow down just a little bit. So what do you say? Shway Shway. This means like slow down. Shway Shway. So, slow. That's what Shway Shway means.
Slow down.
All right, guys, so I don't want to bombard you with too many different phrases and words. Hopefully that's enough for now. And if you want more, let me know down below and maybe you can ask me or give me some of those phrases and I can create a special episode just for you. Just for you, my friend. All right, guys, so if you like this episode, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share. And you see that bell over there? Click it. Shway Shway. مع السلامة.